Taurus, hi, how are you doing? It's Lisa. I'm coming out here to give you a general energy check-in. Okay, it's been a couple months since I've been able to come on out and check in with you. Hope everybody's doing all right. Let's see. All right, let's get down to it. If you do enjoy the reading, if you can give me a thumbs up, share, subscribe, I'd appreciate it. I've got to make sure you guys can see these. All right, we got the King of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups to start. All right, let's see. Why can't I? Seems weird. All right. All right, looks all right. Now the King of Pentacles, this is an energy of feeling grounded and stable and comfortable in your own skin, basically, knowing you could do hard work, you appreciate being able to do hard work and you will continue to do it. And people look up to you for your for your guidance, for, any kind of advice you can give them, because your security in what you've been able to accomplish, and that's kind of how you're coming across right now. And now we do have the theme of this month for you is this 10 of Cups, which is really nice. I mean, it's pretty awesome. Because you figure this is just being happy and content, and in all aspects right now, in your home life, in your work life, social life, everything. So right now you are feeling very content and happy. And I gotta adjust my camera because I must have moved or something. All right, let's see. Okay. And next. All right, we got the Page of Swords, the 10 of Swords, and the 2 of Cups. All right, so we have this little guy. He is actually, this is the feeling that you might have in being able to start something all new, with communication, ideas, something that have a new spark. And I feel like you're beginning to have a spark in regards to something, maybe. And it feels like that would be your main goal right now. Like you want to start something. And I don't know if this is a business, this is a job, this is something that you want to make grow. Like you want to make, you want to make it be in completion of some sort. But right next to that, we do have this 10 of Swords. And this is actually under the area of the obstacles. This is obstacles to overcome. So it's very possible that you've had some situations in the past where you, I don't want to say failed, but it didn't end right. There could have been some, some maybe, the typical thing is to being stabbed in the back or being betrayed, something like that. But the idea is it's an ending. Sometimes it was a painful ending. Sometimes it was just something that you didn't actually see coming, but it did end. But it always is, it's an end. So it's not going to get worse than that. So maybe it was a difficult ending to a situation, and maybe that's what you're a little bit afraid of, having that happen again. So right now you're just going to have to overcome this obstacle, not be afraid of it, that it could happen again. And now with this 2 of Cups, now this is somebody that you have a bond with. This could be a very strong friendship, this could be a romantic bond, it could be somebody in your family. All right, this very strong bond. And this is under the accomplishment section. And this is a major accomplishment for you. So very possibly that you got involved with somebody in such a tight, I don't want to say well, it could be a soulmate, could be like a soulmate person, but somebody that you're very tight with. I mean, to the point where, you guys, you know each other's, deeps and darks, and you love them anyway, regardless of whatever the relationship is. And that's a huge accomplishment for you. Maybe that you weren't always that open to those kind of relationships. Maybe you were like more of a, what do you want to call it, like a lone wolf type of person. And so this might have been a big deal for you to actually be able to say, okay, well, I can be in that kind of relationship. It's okay, I can do that. I don't know what happened. I didn't move all my stuff. But anyway, so let's see what else we got. All right, we got, the Sun. The Nine of Swords. The Page of Wands. And Ace of Pentacles. Now, the Sun is obviously the happiest card in the deck, and something that anybody would want to have. And we're going to clarify these things because this one comes up under what to avoid. And I really would have to clarify it because I don't know why you would want to avoid this happiness and, this feeling of, all things are wonderful. But we'll have to clarify it, and then we'll see. Maybe it'll make sense after we do that. All right. And then we have this Nine of Swords. And this one is what to embrace. Now, that is askew. So, the only thing I feel like with this feeling to me is this is anxiety, this is stress, this is being like overwhelmed with pressure, like having a lot on your shoulders. And I feel like it's almost like you're embracing it because you want to be able to work through what you need to work through. You have to be able to deal with this. You have to be able to deal with this pressure. You have to deal with this strain. And you want to be able to get up after the fact. So it's almost like you want to embrace the bad feelings because once you do, you need the bad to be able to enjoy the good, because you can't have one without the other. So I'm feeling like you need to realize that the bad has to happen for the good to really stand out for you. And I wonder if that has. I'm definitely going to. I'm clarifying this because I'm like, okay, you don't want to have the happy before you have the bad. We'll look on it, okay? And then we have where you're going to find your support. And this is, wow, this made me feel like education. So it's possible that your support is in having like reading or information, going in and getting knowledge based on something that you want to build up on. And that's what I'm just staring at. I think of this guy's little student. And that's what it makes me think of. So it's not even like, okay, yeah, you could have people to offer you support, obviously. But then you actually have, or you might be one of those people that need to go in and, read the information and get all like the directions and feel better about it like that. Because now that you have all the stuff that you need in your mind and you can actually understand it, you're offering yourself support on your next step, I guess. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. And this is for advice and encouragement. And I would suppose that would make sense because you want to be able to start something new. If you wanted to start something new before. And the encouragement would be the possibilities of having some kind of abundance, some business move, maybe some side hustle that you're going into. So that is encouraging you to move forward in what you need. So let's see if we can clarify a couple of these, just the ones that make no darn sense. And we'll go from there. Let's see. What can you tell me about the Ten of Swords? The Ten of Swords again. Okay, the Ten of Swords on top of it, Ten of Swords. And that's just, I think it's just doubling down on what you need to overcome. So I don't know if maybe for some of you, not all of you, if you've been involved in finding something new and getting involved in something new, and it might have happened a couple times because, I mean, life is life, and, things are never perfect, and maybe you did run into issues where it didn't work out one time or another, but it's definitely going to, you want to make sure that you're not having that in your head when you're trying to do whatever new that you wanted to start. Let's see. What about the sun? Let me tell you about the sun. Am I avoiding the sun? Okay, the Hangman. And the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like, all right, we got the possibility of looking at a new perspective, putting yourself into a situation where you might have to have some sacrifices. And now you have this very sturdy, stable, grounded energy to bring on the abundance, or, the money that may be coming and the outcome, but it's slow and it's going to take a while. It's going to take a while. So I feel like you might have to sacrifice some things to be able to achieve it. And I'm wondering if avoiding the happiness and the joy, not jumping too early. Maybe that's it. Like, maybe because this situation, it's going to take some time. You're going to have sacrifice some things to be able to get it off to get it moving. So it's almost like, don't count your chickens before they hatch feeling. Yeah, that's actually what that feels like. So not like you don't have happiness and you don't have sun, but it's just basically just slow down. Maybe don't look at it too soon. Let's see about this Nine of Swords. Oh, God. So I feel like with that, like you have all the stress and anxiety and things on your shoulders, basically. And then you have all this hard work to put in. So maybe that would be why you are feeling like a little bit overdone. Just for now, because if you're doing this and you're sacrificing and it's a slow build up and you have to make choices based on whether you're going to, do one thing or the other, but the work's going to still be there. So yeah, just making a little bit of pressure going on. All right. Well, I like this for you, Taurus. It's definitely, could be a lot of interesting things coming on in June. And it feels like you have it all under control. It's just a matter of, Now this is an aura reading. These cards are so cool. Can you see them? And pretty much it gives me ideas of where your aura might be at right now. If I can't read them intuitively, or they're not real obvious, I'll have to get the book. But let's just see. Got stop. That's funny. Came up right on top of the Ten of Swords. Stop. Magic. And hunger. Well, I know the hunger, this is have a passion. It's not like hunger, physical hunger, nothing like that. It's actually a hunger that you have to be able to make something that you want. So that makes sense. You have a hunger that you want to actually go for something. And the magic, I think it's when they're going to say that, the magic is within you to make it happen. But the stop. I don't know about the stop. Hold on a second. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it'd be nice if I actually remember to use it all. This card asks you to stop and reflect. Collect your thoughts or maybe even just take a break. It may also be a good time to think about what stopping might mean to you. It's a forever stop. Is it a forever stop? Is it a pause? Is it a time to move forward or simply change your directions? Okay. I'm going to look up magic now just because. Oops. These are really neat looking. Oops. The magic is real. It's the spark and the excitement that comes out of nowhere, the act of manifestation, or the feeling of creating something from nothing. Aye. All right. Then that makes sense too, because I feel like that's what you were doing. So you have a passion and you want to create something out of nothing, basically. And this is funny because it came up on top of the 10 of Swords. And it's almost like stop thinking that way. Just, let yourself not think that way and, move forward because you do have an idea that you think can do something. It can grow. All right, Taurus. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a thumbs up, share, subscribe, write me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. And I will be seeing you definitely in July and maybe in the middle of the month. Okay? I'll talk to you later. Bye.